Welcome to today's video. So I look a little crazy right now, and that is because we're going to do an eyeshadow battle off today. This is two of the ColourPop palettes. We have the Disney Villain Collection palette, and we have the Disney Princess Collection palette. So if you've been watching me, you know that I did get the Disney Princess PR package in the mail. I will link that video below, and I will link the villain package below. The villain one wasn't very good, so I may kind of go over that again. It was kind of rushed, and it wasn't really planned out that well. So, yeah. So I have this bake on today because when I'm doing my eyeshadow after I do my primer, my foundation, my concealer, I like to leave my base on or my bake on while I'm doing my eyeshadow, because it catches all the fallout and then you don't have it sitting on your face. So I have done primer, foundation, concealer, obviously powder, and I did my brows with the e.l.f. pencil. I just don't think they look any different. We have this is the Disney Designer Collection. This is the Midnight Masquerade palette. So we're going to use this on one eye. We have the Disney Villains Misunderstood ColourPop. So I do have a highlighter to go with this and a matte lipstick to go with this from the Disney Villain. And then I have I have a gloss too. So with this I have the eyeshadow palette, a shock highlighter, a Luxe lipstick, and an ultra glossy lip. And from the Designer Collection I have the Belle Bundle, which is a liquid lip and a powder blush. I picked a bundle from each that they kind of all looked alike. So I'm hoping that I can make it work to where I can use everything and it looks pretty good. We're going to do the Midnight Masquerade palette. I just wish I knew what I like. I'm always scared to go outside the box. So we are going to go in with the shade. Alright, let's see how this looks. I'm going to go in with Gaston. So it's this shade right here. And I'm going to take this M433 brush from Morphe. I have this vanity and I just need a little bit more room. So I'm going to do this one on this eye. So everything that's coming from this collection is going to go on this side of my face today. I like to pull mine out. You don't have to. I just kind of like to. I think it makes it look pretty. That was two swipes or two pats, and I really liked how that turned out. So with a smaller blending brush, I'm going to go in with the Morphe 456 brush. I'm going to go in with the shade Merryweather. I don't even know if this is going to be a good color combination, but we're going to try it. So, and here's the thing, is that I watch several YouTubers. Most people don't like the YouTubers that I watch, so I don't like to tell people who I watch. Everyone does their makeup application a certain way. The way that I do mine is just because it works for me. Whatever works for you, I totally think that that's what you should do, because I know sometimes people can apply it several ways, but I'm not that talented. So makeup has no rules. Do what you think you should do. So I'm going to take this smaller flat brush. Let's go with Mrs. Potts. So I'm not going to drag it, I'm just going to press it, because these pressed pigments from ColourPop are super sensitive. Alright, let's take Mama Odie. So it's this shade right here. Let's put that in the corner of our eye. I'm going to take this Jaclyn Hill JH39 brush, and I'm going to go into the shade with Merryweather again. Let's line it with Merryweather. So I did line it with that. Now I'm going to take this JS6 brush. Let's go into Gaston. So this is a completely different palette. Not as many options shade-wise for mattes. The best shade that I'm looking at that's going to be easiest to do a matte with is, to do a crease color with, is Devious. This is my 433 brush from Morphe. We are going to blend this into the crease. So I'm going to go with the R39 brush. Have an idea, don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to go in with the shade Facile. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my eye and the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to take this side of the flat side of my Profusion brush. We're going to go into the shade Diablo. I'm going to pat that in the middle where there is no color. Holy crap, there is so much glitter. I'm going to try spraying my brush. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I'm going to spray my brush with every shimmer shade. I'm going to start with the outer corners first. Okay, let's try it with this one. Oh, okay. Let's go with the Fates and let's line the lower lash line. I'm going to actually use the same JH39 brush from Jaclyn Hill because it's the same color, and I will be right back. Let's put a color on the inner corner of my eye. All right, we'll go in with the JH60 or 42, and I'm going to go into the shade Mongrels, this first shimmer shade. I'm going to put some I'm going to put some mascara on, and I'm going to brush off my bake, and I'll be right back to finish this video. To say that Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag may be better than Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Dusted off our bake, we put on some bronzer, we put on some mascara. I don't really see a difference with bronzer, but now that I've started using the correct foundation, I do see a difference with bronzer. And this NARS matte bronzer, this is the bronzing powder in shade Casino. I'd buy this again. Let's do blush first. So I decided to pick the Belle bundle. So we have a liquid lip and we have a blush. So I'm going to go ahead and use this blush and use this Wet n Wild powder brush. I find that sometimes that works better than anything. So we do have a lip in here as well. I'll get that out, but I'm going to do that highlighter first before we move on to the lips. I picked the Maleficent bundle from the Disney Villain collection, and this is in the shade name is Mistress of All Evil. Super Shock highlighters are bomb, but they're also super sensitive, so I would just be super careful when you touch them. I'm going to use this JH09 brush. I always feel like when you apply your highlighter to your nose like that, it makes your nose look skinny. Go on to the lips. So when choosing what I wanted to use in the blush that I wanted to use in the Disney Princess, I came across this lip, and this is the shade Beast, and I think it is a super cute lip. Now, I'm not that crazy about ColourPop's lipsticks. Some of them are okay, some of them are kind of dry. This one, I don't know. So I have that, and then I have the actual matte lipstick from the Maleficent, and this is in the shade, this is Maleficent Cream, and that is just like an actual matte lipstick. And then I have a gloss, which I'm okay with using the gloss no matter what. My Pet Prismatic, and this is just like a super translucent gloss, literally translucent gloss. Okay. So I lined my lips with the Beast. Now, mind you, that this is not a liner, so it's not going to be perfect. This is a liquid lipstick. So now I'm going to give it a second to let that dry. The Ultra Blotted lipstick that I used a couple videos ago, I didn't really like, and that kind of has the same consistency. So I don't think I would grab for that per se due to the formula, because I really like the color. So I'm going to take this cream lipstick, this is Maleficent, and I'm going to put this all over my lips. That is way more pink than I thought it was going to be. I just don't know how to feel about ColourPop's matte formula. And now I'm going to take a little bit of this My Pet, and since this is like a brush applicator, I'm just going to take my finger because I don't want to ruin it and just pat it a little bit. You can't even see that. Alright guys, let's talk about the products. So, if I had to choose an eye that I liked more, I would definitely pick this one. I think that one blended out super pretty, and I just overall think the color story was a lot better. I think this one had a way better color story, and I think it was just easier to work with. If you had a good combination of mattes and pressed pigments, you even had this one to where you could have just put just a little bit of like hardcore stuff, sparkles, and you know that, all that. So I think that just had a really good combination, and I just think this is one that you could grab way more than the other one. This palette, okay, let me break it down for you. I love the ColourPop PR packages. The ColourPop PR packages make you feel like you're actually a beauty guru. I mean, you have to pay for them, and beauty gurus don't, but I just think that it's just so awesome. So I keep everything in its original packaging because one day when somebody wants it for $400, I can sell it, and there we go. So this palette, I think these palettes, this palette in general has a gorgeous color story. This color story, however, doesn't have a good combination of stuff. This is something that you could do a full matte look with, like your Jaclyn Hill palette or a Morphe palette or a Juvia's Place palette, and you would just use these just for the shimmers. Like, these are gorgeous. I think the greens were really pretty. I don't think that I did enough to blend them. I think if I blended them more, or if I would have taken my time a little bit more, it would have been great. I went into it with a good mindset that I was going to take my time, and I did, but sometimes looks take more than what you can give. If I had to choose one, it would definitely be the Midnight Masquerade palette, but both of the PR packages are awesome. They're very versatile, two completely different ones, but they're both super gorgeous. Alright, you guys, this is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a great big thumbs up. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.